page 141 to 142, in chapter 6, there's a pretty large section about workforce readiness. Preparing students to contribute to the economic growth of the nation has been a major purpose of schools for over a century. We are supposed to be training children to become fruitful people in society later on, that they would know the values and want to work and possess what they need to be able to work and be successful in life. The education system has been blamed for students not performing at the top of international tests of knowledge and skills, for students not developing the critical thinking and problem-solving skills needed for a growing number of jobs, and for not enough students being prepared in the science, technological, engineering, mathematical fields. Now, we are being blamed for not having them prepared, but at the same time, yes, I agree, there are some teachers that probably are not doing what they should be doing or could be doing. But at the same time, is it just teachers? Is it just the teacher's fault? What part does administration play in that? What part does our lawmakers play with that? Because a lot of times they're dictating things that we need to do in the classroom, but yet they've never been in the classroom. What part do parents play? Because we're educators, and we're the ones preparing them, we do catch the blame for a lot of things. Whether it's technically all in our hands or not, we get blamed for it. In addition, workforce projections indicate that 62% of U.S. jobs require post-secondary education by 2018. So in order to have a good job, it appears, if the trend continues going, that students will have to do post-secondary college-level classes and have a degree in order to have a good paying job. 400 U.S. employers identify 4 sets of skills that new hires should have to be successful in their businesses. Now, if we know this, then perhaps, especially at the high school level, should we not be making sure we're touching all of these? The first one, professionalism, work ethic, skill set, which includes dispositions that are desirable in the workplace, such as timelines, appropriate dress, responsibility, integrity. Those should just be common things we're teaching in the classroom, but that's one thing that the employers are looking for. Do you have a professionalism about you? Do you have a good, strong work ethic? You're going to be there when you're supposed to, and you're supposed to be on time, those kinds of things. The second one is oral and written communication skill set, which requires clear articulation of thoughts and ideas, as well as being able to write memos, letters, and reports. There's very few jobs that you will not have to have some type of writing skills, some kind of oral communication or written communication. So that's a second one that the employers were saying the new workforce definitely has to have those. Teamwork, collaboration skill set, which requires being able to work effectively with diverse colleagues and customers. You're going to have to know how to get along with people. You're going to have to know sometimes be willing to agree to disagree, but still carry on and try to finish the task at hand. Teamwork, that collaboration is a must. Critical thinking, problem-solving skill set, which helps employees use knowledge, facts, and data to solve problems. They're not running to a boss or running to administration every 5 minutes to ask, what do I do now? This happened. You're learning these very skills in the college classroom as we speak by working with your group, your team members, requiring you to be professional when you go out on service learning. You're doing teamwork and collaboration with all the projects, and you're having to think critically and problem solve, because I'm not there to answer every little question. Sometimes you're going to have to try to dig and find it on your own. When you're digging and finding it on, that's when I know learning is actually happening. The framework for the 21st century learning, which is supported by many business leaders, calls for today's students to master the basic core subjects and develop global awareness, civic literacy, health literacy, and financial, economic, business, and entrepreneurial literacy. That's a lot to know. A lot of responsibility lie in your hands. They must also have information, media, and technology skills to work effectively in today's workforce. Technology is everywhere, so we need to be preparing students to use it and use it effectively. That's Chapter 6, pages 142 and 143.